What is up, everybody? Currently, today we have a lot of downtime. Well, not a lot. It should be over in about an hour, hopefully. If not before then. Today, as for entertaining purposes, I am going to just talk about some of the builds that I've enjoyed over the last 5 years or so. Uh, a lot of these builds are out of date, and some of them are up to date, and you might even currently be playing them right now. Um, I personally have played most of them. I think there's maybe only one that I haven't played. Um, Other than that, I mean, it'll just be a discussion about my top 5 picks, and these are just mine. You might have your own builds that you like, but I'm just gonna go over which ones I like personally. So without further ado, this first one goes back way back to 2009. This is completely out of date. I did revamp this build probably like 2014, I think, or 13. I did this build for myself, um, and I just kind of changed some of the things around to make it more up to date. Uh, this is a sorcerer melee build. Um, it is definitely a hybrid build, and it was really ahead of its time. 2009 was a year that DDO won like 3 awards for best free MMO, free to play MMO. So it was really a big year for DDO. Um, and this particular build was different. It was really ahead of its time because at that time, if you had a crazy build like this, you would not be accepted into raids or quests or anything. And he talks about that in this build post. Hey, what's up, Azander? So Tukaw built this sorcerer like melee trapper, okay, back in 2009. And I personally played this, but I changed some things around. It's basically 12 sorcerer, 2 rogue, 2 paladin, okay. Now, obviously, that's only 16 levels, so um, for this, what he's posted here, and this is very old. This is 5/6/2009. Um, I played it when I played it. It was I played 4 paladin, 14 sorcerer, and 2 monk. That's how I like rearranged it a few years ago. Um, and here you can see that these are all just completely out of date. Some of these things probably don't even exist anymore. Okay, but basically he did. I didn't do trapping, but he did trapping. So he did 2 rogue for trapping, 2 paladin for saves, and obviously the rest he was probably gonna go 16 sorcerer, if I remember right. Um, and it was basically about wielding a weapon, like a 2-handed weapon, and then doing traps and having a lot of saves. And you can see how kind of old is it. Tank mode Dawson of Defiance, or one of 5 SOS Dawsons. A lot of it. This is back when cap was 20. Uh, Caster mode switch had a good fortune. Boots of Innocent. These things are still in the game, but this was what he suggested for gear at that time. And it was actually pretty decent to tank with. I did do some tanking with it, and I did a lot of like 2 and 3 man groups for stuff with my friends. Um, and these were pretty decent saves, even for levels. Was he 16 on this post? Let's see what else here. So you can see here. This is how out of date it is. Like +3 tome, +2 tome, +3. At that time, like having even a +2 or +3 tome in any stat was pretty awesome in 2009. It wasn't a common thing to have a character with a bunch of different ones. Yeah, it's the fix. It's a patch, um, patch 2 for U29. Uh, let's see, blah 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 blah. So yeah, he's the idea behind it is 16 Sork, 2 Pally, 2 Rogue. This looks like his level 20 at the time. And honestly, if anybody is new to the game and they're looking for like a simple, easy build, they could probably try to revamp this for a Sork, or if you're just looking for a Sork past life. I mean, going pure Sork is probably the better way to go, by all means. But if you want something fun, something different, I mean, this was a build that I remember being a very popular build, and that's how I base a lot of my picks. Is if it was popular, if it actually worked, and if it was efficient. Let's see, and you can see here he talks about after getting rejected many times, getting rejected many times as a weird build, and I could personally understand that. Um, I remember running with this guild, and I was a Warforged cleric, but I was like in my 10th life or something, and I joined this group, and I was in this raid with them for like halfway through the raid, like a half hour, and somebody pointed out that I was a Warforged cleric, and somebody said, "Well, no, that's not a thing. You can't do that." Blah blah blah. And they asked me to leave because because I was a Warforged cleric. Mind you, I had like maxed out my wisdom. I was doing really well. I did just fine. Healed everybody, but they didn't like the idea of it. And that's I'm glad the game's no longer like that, at least for the most part. We've moved on from that, and you can pretty much anything you can dream of, you can create in DDO now, which makes it even better of a game. Um, so let's see. I'm trying to spend as much time as I can on each one of these because I don't know when this patch is gonna be over with, other than 2 o'clock. It might be sooner. I don't know. So we'll go to the next one, but again, this is the official build post, but it's completely out of date. But it is an idea for a split that did work at one time, and I'm sure it would work again now. The second build, one of my favorites of all time, was the Juggernaut. Again, another Warforged build. Um, this one in particular was pretty fun, and at the time Artificer came out, uh, I kept telling my buddy Mike, I was like, dude, have you looked at the Battle Engineer enhancements? Because you get like a ton of features in just that one capstone. Like, or not capstone, but at the time it was called Prestige. It was like +2 to critical hits and stuff. I forget everything that it gave, but it might be in here. But the original um, Battle Engineer Prestige was pretty insane. Um, so this is basically a melee ranged, and I believe, yeah, trapper obviously because it's an artificer. So there's 2 different builds here. So the first one was 16 artificer, 2 monk, 2 paladin, and the other one, which I believe I played, was 16 artificer, 2 ranger, 2 monk. And the ranger version was a recommended version for this build. Now, is this out of date? Yeah, completely, 100%. But it doesn't mean that it wouldn't be still a good build today. Um, yeah, I don't know, it's taking forever. But yeah, this is still a good build. Honestly, let's go over this. You basically picked up a 2-handed weapon, just like the 2 caught build. Um, it did traps, and when your mini shot was on cooldown, you pulled that out, and you just sprayed. You just burst damage, break down on some enemies, or a boss, whatever you wanted, whatever you were fighting at the time. Best self-healing via reconstruct. Now, obviously, if you're going to do this again, especially with having 2 paladin, you would probably do Blade Forge. I would suggest to do that because you get to reconstruct in your enhancements. Um, and then at that time, he was sitting on 1,000. Okay, I can't verify that, but a lot of people play this build. My buddy Mike and Kevin told me to check out this build. Um, oh yeah, I mean DDO today is different what DDO was before because now you can mix and match all your enhancements, and I mean you could really, if you could think about it, you could probably create it in DDO. That's why I love. Um, Thought about making a Super Saiyan. I don't know why today. That was like one of the things I thought about. Um, because of my stream yesterday. Uh, so saves at the time, 50 each. That was actually pretty decent when cap was 20. Um, High damage output, especially in range combat. Full trap skills. I remember playing this and I got every trap, no problem at all. And I don't even think I had that much trapping gear. Obviously, you got evasion. You also got evasion with 2 cause build. Um, Suited for solo play and group play. There's some older videos, I don't know if they're still up, of like full guilds running this build and just tearing up like end of the road. PRR 60 possible, sitting at 54 at the moment. Yeah, and as an artificer, you got so many clickies. You can use everything. It's crazy. So it says here, I challenge you to find one. Um, so the 2 builds, obviously, like I said, is 2 paladin, 2 monk, 6 artificer, and 2 monk, 2 ranger, 16 artificer. The reason the ranger one was picked over the paladin one was because you got the free feats. Um, and it's very planned out too at that time. I think if you did this now, you probably want to go 2 weapon fighting though, because it's an artificer with bastard swords. Um, and then they give you your leveling sequence. And it actually, this is very specific about this build. You have to level it this way, I think, if I remember right. And then they give you a build or a gear layout. Let's see. Full cloak, 7 resistance, 7 wisdom. Man, this is like really. I can't believe we're like pretty much double that anymore. Oh, EDs were in at least for this. Looks like. So this here's your feats selection here. I think it stays the same for both builds. Uh, Kind of a waste there. Toughness and epic. Perfect 2 weapon fighting. I think this is the updated version that he tried to put in after level cap, or after we got into the epic levels. 2 weapon fighting cleat. Good build. I love playing that build. A lot of my friends enjoyed it. Let's see. Let's go to the next one. Let's talk about this one. Wizard Pale Master guide. Now I've been looking at this guide. I don't know how many years now, and this has been up to date. This guy keeps it up to date. For U29, it's been up to date. For me, if I was gonna do a Pale Master, if I was gonna do a wizard in general, this is I did this build, and this is the post right here. This is the forum post that you want to go by. This guy keeps up with everything about wizards. You see here, this did not say this the last time I read this. U29 brought DC casters to the forefront, with LE mobs one-shotting all but the strongest tanks. For current LE raids, a strong DC caster is almost required. And I've been seeing people just CC like crazy. LH at least. Some of the highlights of this build. Let's see where can we find the. Yeah, and the only problem with this build is he suggests either being a drow or a sun elf. And if you're gonna do a sun elf and a pure wizard, Obviously, you're gonna have to buy a +1 lesser hardwood. So that's only downside unless you go with the drow. So, let's see, sustainable intelligence breakdown, 102. The last time I read this, I think it was only at like 72 or something like that. So he keeps it up to date, which is very nice. Max sustainable spell DC breakdown, assuming 92 intelligence. Necromancy 92. Enchantment 87. So he's pretty much all in the 80s or 90s here for the update, for the current update. Which is really, I mean, before the problem with this build was it didn't do well in EE, and it looks like it would do very well in EE now, with some of the changes. Feats. He breaks this down pretty well. He breaks it down even further as you go down. So Ray's Sun Elf. He tells you about his past lives. Obviously, completionist. It's sort of like me, where I stacked 3 of the things I thought would improve my ranger. Iconic past lives. Abilities. Breaks this all down completely. 94 intelligence. Feats. Wizard. Base. Destiny. Enhancements. These are the enhancements he picked up. So basically, these are your wizard feats. These are your base feats that you would get as you level up, the ones that aren't class specific, and then your destiny feats. I don't know about all. I didn't look into some of the new ones. Archmage, Pale Master, and then your Sun Elf. And the reason for Sun Elf is because they have an intelligence boost, a little bit of an intelligence boost, compared to other races. Why is there so many fuzzballs in here? Sorry. Let's see, spell DCs. Obviously, he goes over that again. Now here you got his epic destiny selections, and if you know, draconic, magister, exalted angel. That's new. Gear options, weapon sets, swap items, and a full spell loadout. This guy did a very good job with this for him. If you're looking for a Pale Master or just want to get a Wizard life, past life in, and make it easy for yourself, I seriously suggest going to Pale Master Guide in the forums and trying this out, because I played it probably a year or 2 ago, and it was a very good build. By the time I got to cap, I didn't want a TR. I wanted to stay a Pale Master. I'm sure if any of you have played it, it's a very fun enhancement line. Alright, so last 2, and then I'll have 2 notable ones. Here's a staple build. When I started streaming, I was in this life, I did this build. Ginger Spice's caster healer quasi tank build. This is a staple in the community. If you don't know what it is, you should look it up. Ginger Spice does a lot of YouTube videos. Probably check out his channel. And obviously, if you watch anything like DDO Cast or just the stream in general, you'll see him a lot. This is just, I mean, well put together. I don't think there's ever been a time where this is even needed updated. This is one of those builds that you can do first life character and still do really well at it. This focuses on high DCs, and it just does. By the time you get to 20 in epic levels, you just seem invincible. I know I had no problem streaming and playing it and not really thinking about what I was doing, because you're just so strong. And he's gone through here again. You have your feats list, so this is the order that you would take the feats, and obviously it's been up to date. level 30. Um, so you got his, all my stat tones are +5, wisdom encounter +7. Alignment, true neutral. Ability scores, he breaks that down. Skills and enhancements. You can click on that image, pull that up. See this chick with D hat, and he's pull this up and he talks about why certain things you shouldn't take. And I went through this like with a fine. The only thing I didn't agree with is the human action boost versus the Season's Herald action boost. Anybody in chat know what the difference is? He says here, action boost spell power, excellent choice if you don't already have it via racial enhancement. Okay, that's cool, but there is a big difference between these two. Anybody know what it is? Anybody know? How many people are watching this? Okay, the big difference is this one is 30% and this one's only 20%. That's a 10% difference and they cost the same. 2 points, 2 points. Why not take it over here? That's the only change I made when I played it. The only change. Everything else, fine tooth comb. I mean, this is a great forum post. And this is how, if you're going to get serious about wanting people to play your build, you've got to do this. And yes, I've got to do this too, but I don't want to do this. It's so much work. Yeah, it's is it less? Maybe it is less. Well, regardless, it's still a 10% boost. And if you're min-maxing, you want 10% is a big deal. It just is. And trust me, you've got the points. You could spend it. And honestly, for those that did watch me stream that build, I don't do race enhancements. I've repeated that so many times. I just don't do them. You can cast that. That's not really that big of a deal. That's just one wisdom, one constitution. I don't do that. I pretty much dumped right into this, and that was pretty much it. But that is like, that's a major change. 10% more spell power is 10% more spell power. But this is a very well put together forum post. Here is his unyielding sentinel. I played it in this, and I played it in. I liked it better in Exalted Angel, I think. Yeah, I enjoyed it more in Exalted Angel because of all the light spell power you got, and that really improved. I felt like it improved my gameplay. This is more like, a tank. You get more AC, more PRR. What are these down here? Are they trying to sell me people? Okay. Twist of Fate, obviously got all 5 of his. Gear layout, end game, non-raid suggestions. For those that don't like the raid, gear leveling. The first life leveling gear. He just lays it out so you can do it first life, or if you're a completionist or a well-seasoned TR. Shield, wolf enhancements. Hopefully, getting improving pets sometime this year. Fingers crossed. Yeah, and spell. He goes over spells. For me, anything that was in SLA, I just spammed. That was pretty much it. Jesus, it's only been 25 minutes. Let's see if the game is up. Let's do that. I got one more build, and then I'll just make noteworthy. And no, it's not gonna be up. It's not up yet. Failed. Okay, so last one here. The Count of Monte Cristo. This is the only build out of all these builds that I didn't play, but my friends played them. I even watched a video this morning. about a U28 EE something subversion maybe. Uh, Swashbuckler soloed it. If you want to get rid or get through a bard life, if that's not your style and you just need to get through it, this is the build for you. You can do it first life and have like a massive amount of DCs. Like it says here, excellent CC, 97 DC, fascinate with music, 97 plus D20 DC, low blow, shield knockdown. Now I don't know how up to date this is. I think it's been up to date for discussion on U29 changes. Um, but it is a very well put together. And if you like the fast play, this is so fast. Like you just scoot all over the place and just hot rod through mobs. Like it's so much fun to play. Not that I played it, but it looks fun to play. And I've watched, like I said, just this morning I watched a video. Um, and this is again another well put together forum post. Goes over all the gears, the twists, the epic destinies, um, enhancements, full in detail. I do like Ginger Slice's forum post better because it has pictures. But I mean, very well put together, and that double strike is insane. 2-hit, 28 BAB. Fine Crusader, of course. That's my epic destiny too. But it's basically Spellsinger, a Harper Tree, and Swashbuckler is the main playstyle. Yeah, so if you need a Bard Pass life, this is definitely the way to go. I really don't have much else to say about it because I didn't play it. I did try it. I tested it once, but I didn't actually play it all the way through. It's fun. I'm sure it's fun. And then two notable ones. Cetus's Blade Forge Fighter build. A lot of people did that one. I don't know if it's necessarily out of date, but I don't see a lot of people playing it. And then of course Muncher or Muncher. That's been a staple since the beginning of DDO. It was a staple before DDO was even around. People were shooting bows and fighting with their fists well before DDO. So, yeah, that was my whole show. I don't know what else to do. They made me get on here, I swear, to do this show. I usually, when the update hits, it's always on Thursday when it's my time to stream, and I usually just cancel. But I didn't cancel today, so I did this, and I had a couple other ideas. Like I was gonna just stream YouTube videos of DDO, I guess. There's not a whole lot else. Uh, So, anybody got any questions? Let me pull up the 29 patch notes, I guess. Nope. Nope. Alright, so I'm gonna have to, like, go in here and search for it in the forums. Nope. Oh, you did put a link up there, didn't you, Xander? Did I ever go on the two-handed build for the swashbuckler? No, I. Oh, you're asking. I gotcha. You're asking my life is a musical. All right, forum release notes and choose patch 1. Is it calling it patch 1 or patch 2? That's definitely not it. Yeah, I'll tell you what I'll do. Two each. Just type it in. I hate typing in these things. www.ddo.com. Oh, it's not coming up. I don't know why I can't pull that up. Why is it not in the forums? This is probably the worst. Uh, no, a build for a two-hander. Yeah, I mean, this is a two-hander build. That's a two-hander build. Well, obviously Pale Master wasn't a two-hander build. Maybe you want a good two-hander build. I mean, these days you just play like a barbarian or a paladin, Blade Forge paladin. I mean, if you want to do like max two-hander damage, yeah, I can tell you about a build. I can tell you about a build that nobody likes, but I love it. Where are these patch notes not in here? See if it's somewhere else. It's probably somewhere else. Cause it hasn't. Now you guys are just watching me do crazy stuff. Devs. So what's everybody doing today other than waiting for this game to pop back up? It's probably in here somewhere. Okay, this whole stream is getting boring. Immensely boring. If you want a good two-hander build, I would suggest it's a barbarian build, but it's 18 barbarian, one druid, and one favored soul. that that to me is like the best hard-hitting two-hander build that I could think of. So many reasons. I hate that this game isn't up. Well, that's all I got, I guess. I don't know what else. Love YouTube videos. I'm just gonna do it anyways. Hopefully they're appropriate. Hopefully they're appropriate. Jerry doesn't kick me off the stream team. Alright, let's put it on here. There's one. I looked that up. Filters. That? No. Waiting. This says welcome to DDO. I watched this. This is I don't know what game this is. It's not Dungeons and Dragons Online. No. This one. Uh Let's watch this thing. Earlier today. Oh, okay, here it is. Multitude of Menace. Set this.
Thundering laughter reverberates from behind this door. A containment generator. Just what I need from a ritual. Carve, sting, and crush out.
I am entertaining you guys. Here's the solo bard swashbuckler build. Doing EE. Multitude of Menace. This is only an 8-minute video, so I won't bore you too much with this thing. Well, this is perfect timing then. This is a sword and board character. As you could tell by his torch, this is a sword and board character. And another thing about Bard too is you're gonna have like massive amount of UMD. You can probably do anything you want. Great heals too. Only problem I got with some of these YouTube videos from our YouTube community is some of them. My only complaint is that some of them are just invis runs. Like, it's not really that fun if you're just invisible running through the entire dungeon. I mean, I want to see you kill stuff. I want to see your damage numbers when I watch these YouTube videos. So if there's any YouTubers watching this right now, just keep that in mind. That's how you get viewerships. At least here we can see some of his damage numbers. I watched one. It was literally an invis run all the way to the end boss. Well, like, whoop-de-doo. Like, you didn't really show me anything about the dungeon itself. I mean, I get it. It makes it faster or whatever. Nobody wants to fight EE mobs. But some of the better ones, I'll see if I can find that barbarian build I was just talking about.
It takes magical energy to make
And that video is pretty awesome because all it was focused on is getting a really high crit. You know, I think it was pre-Thunder Forge too. There's a friend of mine, he doesn't play on Argo anymore. I don't even think he plays at all. Yes, all swords should definitely look like torches. It's fine, whatever you want to invis, run everything. Just if you could do the damage, you should be showing people what kind of damage. Show the community of DDO that you're worth watching. You're unstoppable. At least he's got 1,000 hit points, so I'll give him that. About 150 off of that. Back when Cap was 20, I made a barbarian that was all Constitution. People hated me. I had like 1,500 hit points. Now, he's doing pretty decent damage numbers just for what it's worth. But it's just such fast play, like, just scooting. Oh, is it updating now? Escape out of this really quick. They must have heard my cries over at DDO. I'm bored, I can't entertain these people. Alright. Well, it is updating. Back to the video. wonder who was like the guy that played
There you are. Told you we'd meet again.
the guitar for that sound right there.
I can make lots of copies with me.
I can make a lots of copies.
Just imagine if I get inside the manufactory where they make these things.
Shattered.
There would be an entire army in just a couple of hours. In my only.
Why so many bars? I'll tell you why I don't have that many bars. I don't get it either. I guess you play other MMOs, there's like massive amounts of bars everywhere. Oh look, my game's updating. Yes, I know YouTube is full screen. See how quick he takes this guy down. I already know because I watched him.
Come on, copies.
He's doing pretty decent. I mean, he's almost at 50% now. And he's at 50%. Like now. 57%. No, that was his hit points. Okay, he's under 50% now. That's pretty decent damage. Oh, okay. I'm going to. That's not too bad. 8-minute run, right? 8 minutes and 6 seconds. That's not too shabby. Let's see how many actually freeze up. That's pretty good DCs, I think, for EE. I've been in this situation so many times. I just want my loots. It's complete and you're still fighting things. You just want your loot. I think I did that the other day. I was in that shroud and I was just like, I want my loot. I don't care if you guys are still fighting stuff. I would just take my loots and go. Yeah, you know what? That is true. Casters. Anytime I played caster, I had like a gazillion bars myself. I'm not gonna lie about that. I don't do a lot of equipment in my bars, so that's not too shabby. Look at that, 51 charisma. Not even. I mean, it's high. It's not incredibly high or anything. Alright, is this up to date? Oh, cool. We can play a game now. I stopped talking about builds. Alright. Yeah, I mean, it's not like super. I should have played that one video for you guys. It's not like super high like damage or anything. Like, but it's continuous. Like crit. His crit profile is higher, so he has a very large crit profile. Might not be the biggest crits that you've seen yourself playing, but it's I think Swashbuckler gets like 12 to 20 or something on their dice rolls for crits. I guess it's all good information. I just was trying to figure out something to entertain you guys with. Hopefully today I can do Legendary Template Spine. Because yesterday I was doing it, and I don't know how or what the thing is, but like this group went somewhere else other than the normal route, and I was the only one that didn't pay any attention because I was trying to watch the noon live stream. And come on, 100. Oh, come on. I've rolled 100 twice on a gold roll. That's about it. I gotta do something about my inventory. I have too much junk in here. So, 100 twice on a gold roll. That's about it. I gotta do something about my inventory. I have too much junk in here. So, 100 twice on a gold roll. That's about it. I have too much junk in here. So, 100 twice on a gold roll. That's about it. I gotta do something about my inventory. I have too much junk in here. So, What am I talking about? Oh, I was trying to do spine yesterday, but for whatever reason, they went some back way, and I couldn't even figure out where they were. And they were at the top fighting the boss, but I'm like, well, how did you get all the runes? Like, you didn't even go through the areas that you need to go through. We were in there for like 10 minutes, I think, not even. They were already up there fighting the boss. Like, what? Couldn't have possibly gotten all 3 runes that quick. And they went through some back door to get to the top. I don't know what the heck they did. Where am I going? I gotta go to Harbor. I got frustrated and I left and I told them, never mind on that. Join her for that. Or him. Whatever. Has anybody seen that? Like, or anybody know about it? Some back way to get to the top of Tempest Spine, like in 10 minutes. After Fire and Ice. I'm so confused about it. I mean, how did they do it in 4 minutes, though? Don't you have to get the runes and put them in the thing? Hey, what's up, Goldie? Yes, my name implies ascent. I mean, how do you kill the boss, though, if the runes aren't, if you don't have all the runes? Because they basically just got the Fire and Ice rune, which is the first rune, and they went somewhere, some back way to get to the top, and they didn't, I mean, literally, it took 5 minutes, and I don't understand how they killed him without having all the runes. I mean, I guess if you were having, like, if you were, like, high DPS. Oh, okay. Ah. Hey, Gildo one. That's it, huh? You just DPS. I thought he was like, gotta fix that. Ordovan, we gotta fix that. We gotta make him unkillable. uh, unless you get the runes. I don't. I mean, I get it. You can DPS him down, I suppose. But doesn't he heal without the runes in? I don't. Shit. She already in? She is in. Part 1, which I think. Huh. Gotta fix that. We've got to fix that. We gotta make him unkillable without the runes. I was so confused. I'm like running, and I'm like, where is everybody? I started backtracking, and they're already at the end fight.
Sealed with soft iron. Then you notice the scratches and gouges that show the seal has been broken. The vestibule of the temple is immense and seemingly empty.
It made for a very dull stream. Because I'm standing there fighting things by myself, thinking, where is everybody? Like right after Fire and Ice, I'm like watching your lunchtime live stream, not paying attention to what they were saying in chat, thinking, oh, I've done this a million times. I don't have to pay attention. That would be nice. Keep going. I have to get my wings on. Feathers. Just here to break vases. Vases. I didn't think it was that easy either. 4 minutes? Insane. What is my Goldie doing? Wait, what are you doing? Anybody ever notice you can break the vases and the vases in public portion of Hall of Heroes? She was doing. Okay. Probably help if I just paralyze everything. If I can paralyze anything. Oh, there we go. These humans don't want to be paralyzed. They have Warforged traits.
I was really kind of bummed out because I felt a little ripped off. Like
Anybody else find Will Wheaton's voice soothing and calming? Like, I want to go to sleep right now and take a nap.
For people who like to use their imaginations, and you have such a wonderful imagination, I think you're going to have fun with this game. Something seems strange about this room.
When I hear him, I think of Big Bang Theory. I mean, I watched Star Trek, The Next Generation too, or whatever it was, whichever one it was. But I think of the Big Bang Theory. That's what I think about. Yes, I had to jump to get that mysterious remnant. Ramming it. Oh, yeah. I just realized I messed with my controller DPI. That's all. Eh? Just talking about. I feel like I change my controller DPI sometimes, depending on what I'm playing. You want mine? Here, you can have mine. Caring is sharing, people. Eh. I think the archer would have more, or even the bandit would have more saves than just a roaming bandit. I don't know. Freeze him up? I don't think I did. Dude, my stomach is growling. It's time for food. I have to work on my truck in the next few days. I have to go back to work Monday.
I know that we played it because we played just about all of them, but I don't have a lot of really clear memories from it. It's very possible that my character was killed early on. Um, I mean, I didn't even make it through the first encounter in Tomb of Horrors, which I think is a common thing for a lot of people. But I know that I remember reading the Temple of Elemental Evil. This enormous hall is much wider than many of the others you've seen in the temple. The sound
Yes,
of
we need the
stone
club.
grinding against stone echoes from the north.
Oh, I've taken him down without the club. Just a little bit. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't know my way around here at all. Usually when I come in here, it's after coming home from the bar or something, and I'm just like, joking. Really? It's cloth in it, the wall. Make it best. Why is this happening? Really lost my guilty. Come back. But she's got those wings and she's just flying everywhere. Come back. What else is on it? How do you know you need a heroic TR and or iconic TR when all of your slayers are maxed out and you have no more slayers to do? Well, I mean, I got some, but they're not worthwhile. Maybe Stormhorns. Maybe. It's like I want to join an Orchard Slayer group, but it'd be pointless.
I think it's good that characters die, though, because without character lives being at stake, there's no reason for
I like steak.
the heroes to be heroic.
My girlfriend's gonna take me to Quaker Steak and Lube this weekend.
There's those moments where some character you love is dying, and
because I'm pretty. It's not my birthday or anything. I'm just really pretty. So she's taking me to get steak and loaded cheese fries or something. I don't know when I'm gonna get there, but I'm excited about it. She grooms, my girlfriend grooms, and her one client, we do 2 dogs for them, and her one client gave her like $100 tip to take me out to dinner, because I had one foot in a grave about a month ago. Hey, there's a chest. Yep. I hope it helps. So, be nice if the entire DDO community came together and got me my my quiver. That would be great. Still trying to get that quiver. Oh my god. Could you not come behind me and just... Fine, we gotta get serious. Let's get serious. You too, big guy. Hey, I've got that weapon. Come on, hit me. The one, where you fight the cleric at the end? I can't, the one in the harbor. The, quiver of something. I don't know. But it would replace, my gauntlets so I could put something else on. See, my gauntlets have double strike on them, and I mean that's pretty. I mean I think it's the same double strike amount, 8%, and then it's got like plus 10 range power or something. Well, aren't you special? I'm so jealous. I've been going like daily to try to get that thing. I've done it on EE. I've seen it drop, but I didn't win the roll. I mean, I won. I shouldn't complain too much. Lag. Shouldn't complain too much because I've won a lot of rolls on a lot of other things that I was like going for before I went into the raid. Like I was like, I need this, this, and this, and I ended up either looting it or winning the rolls on it. That is one thing that I just cannot get. Like I won the roll on these, and I wanted these wisdom. Visions of precision. And then the belt, I got that on a roll. Belt of braided beards. It's, yeah, I forget. I know what you're talking about. We should keep wandering though, for sure. I think we're close. Go this way. I'm gonna go into the pit. Not foreboding at all. I get in there. Wait, oh yeah. Sorry. Go. Like one of the only times I keep wearing those stupid ice skates. It's my actual boots I wear. Yeah, I'd like to get that quiver. Not much. Ah. Holy bear trap. There's the bear trap. Oh, hats no. There's gonna one of these is gonna I'm gonna fail the roll and I'm gonna get stuck, and this mob is gonna kill me. Playing DDO with Musk. He runs around in bear traps trying to trap his mobs. Don't ask me how I paralyzed somebody behind me. Now, if this isn't entertainment, I don't know what is. Alright. Anybody see that there's a new Jungle Book coming out? Anybody a Jungle Book fan? I know when I was a kid that was a big deal. It looks awesome. Just gonna say that. It looks pretty awesome. They're using real CNG animals. Real ones. Real CNG animals. I'm just kind of warlock-ish, the whole ring of life. That's what I call it. It is around here somewhere. You guys are probably watching it.
Fumble with a ballista in the room ahead.
Yeah. Gotta get there. It's just like Lost World. They use real real dinosaurs for that. Oh, somebody casted FOM. Aren't you special? Yesterday I was playing CS:GO and there was a guy who was like, somebody said something about he called me buddy, and I was like, don't call me buddy, friend. And then like this guy was Canadian, he got all upset, and then he started doing it. Don't call me friend, buddy. Don't call me buddy, guy. Don't call me guy. Alright, I'm done. Oh, I want to be the guy that does those voiceovers for this game. Oh. Yeah. Just random noises. I'm not your pal, buddy. Just keep doing it. I'm not your pal, guy. Ow. Ah, that didn't hurt. I'm good. Yes, I have special effects in this game. Huh. I wonder if they put prisoners in here. Jeez, how many is it? Don't call me buddy, friend. We still don't have the club, do we? Like I said, you guys are probably watching this like, man, you guys passed the club like. Can we do it without the club? Just like DPS everything. Oh, 50K? That's nothing. That's nothing. I want wings. I was gonna make a Super Saiyan Exalted Angel. Oh, sorry. I apologize. I'm yawning on the mic. Okay, all misses, I think. I don't know what those mobs think when there's like their buddies getting paralyzed and shot with an arrow, and they're just standing around doing nothing. And then like, look at that miss. And then like that person dies in front of them, but they're not like aware of my presence. Just like, huh, this seems normal. He's dying. Bear traps! Oh man, that looks gnarly. Oh.
I mean, D&D was lethal in first edition.
Yeah, it was.
It was like AD&D was brutal, and I liked to play mages, right? And I was like, I'm a first level mage. I cast light. Please don't let me die.
Dexterity, and this is a legendary green seal longbow.
I cast magic missile. Here's my 3 points of damage, everybody. I'm helping.
Hey, look. Hey, there's a chest this way. I do not fear your light spit. You know, probably help if I actually buffed up, debuffed her. Probably get a little bit more damage going, you know. Maybe hit some 400 first numbers. Spit at me! One of the more useful spells of Ranger for poison. Move disease, freedom of movement, jump, airship, portal. I don't know why I'm doing that. Alright. Ooh, I have an epic assassin's keys. What is? Let's take a look at this sucker. Yeah! That is a sexy dagger. Yes, I do want it. And now I'm gonna use it. No, actually, you know what? I'm just gonna slice and dice the rest of the way. Let's do this! Slice and dice!
A belligerent cleric stands atop a stone altar in the center.
Like, if I gave somebody my account, this is what would happen. Like, if I gave my son my account, this is what would happen. This is what you guys would see during the streams. He's using 2 daggers. During a crucial moment when I should be doing max damage, I'm using daggers. Alright, let's not do that. My guildie's gonna be like, I hate you! Okay. Yeah. I have one of those ribbon things? Take a look. Thought I had a ribbon thing. Around here somewhere, I know I can. Ah, there it is. Summoning ribbon. Just like Naruto.
His magical wards to attack.
Best debuff in the game right there.
Roman, curate of the Earth Temple, falls silent.
It's still have I probably don't have it on me. Just looted that dagger. Sure I don't. I probably gave it to my bank alt. What? Say now what? Like I've never ran this before in my entire. I just don't recall things that I do. Oh god, I want wings.
The Earth Temple key begins to quiver. And
at least I got confetti shooting out my butt.
Strangely drawn to the south.
Oh. There's some mushrooms in there for you. Oh yeah, mine too. I officially have acid spell power of 186.
Though in its center there's a small indentation in the shape of a keyhole. The strong winds circulating this chamber suggest that this is, or was, an air temple.
There you go. I'll have to split up. Who is casting freedom of movement on these mobs? Get that guy. Sleepy.
The air in this room is almost uncomfortably cool.
Oh, my friend Jillian just went live on Facebook. Anybody else have that? It's like an extra selection where, like, when you go to put a Facebook post in, right? You can decide if, like, what it's going to be, a picture or a text, whatever. She's got this button that allows her to stream on Facebook for 30 minutes. Like, I don't have it, my girlfriend doesn't have it. She has it, but then her friend doesn't have it, and I'm just confused.
A small piece of metal glints at the back of the room.
Pick it up.
The room begins to shake, and a shimmering wall appears at the entrance to the chamber.
Oh my god, oh, I'm in the pool. Oh, I am in the pool. Kids are definitely in the pool now. Hey, what's that on the ceiling? You know, that's one thing I never do in this game is look up. Look at that. Oh crap. You should pay attention to my buffs and debuffs. Style. There's another one. Yes. Yeah, I was wondering about that. Because then at first I was like, oh, that's because you have an iPhone. And then uh, her other friend has an iPhone, it doesn't do that. And then her one friend has an Android, and he's got it. So I'm like, oh, cool. She just sits around and she live streams like Loot Crate, like she unboxes like Loot Crate, or she'll pick up some products from like the store and she'll live stream those products, maybe like yogurt, something. I don't know. That's just an example. But I thought it was pretty cool. Like sometimes I'll watch her show just to annoy her, because that's how I am. That's how good of a friend I am. I'll get on there and I'll be like, "Are you giving away some turbine points?" She's like, "Gary, get off my stream." Huh? Interesting. And I'll be like, "What game is this?" She's not even playing a game at all.
Is much warmer than the outside passage. Come in, follower of flame, a stern voice echoes. You're just in time.
And then she'll come over and hang out and tell me how much she hates me because I do that. I troll her stream so hard.
Pay tribute.
And then I'll start asking where her boyfriend is. Like, where's Matt? Can we see Matt? He's playing games. Ah!
The desecration.
I never use pin anymore.
The leader of the fire temple grows quiet and still.
Still.
Barriers surrounding the fire temple key dissipates, no longer preserved by the fervor of its strong.
I didn't even look at this dagger. Let's take a look at it. Greater in gain. Perception. Very nice. You're dispelling. Assassinate +6. Ew. That's nice. Or ribbon people. It'd be cool if they came out with some more ribbons, though. I think we talked about that before, quarterly. Can we get some more ribbons? Guild ribbons. Clan ribbons.
He had a bunch of minis. He was like he was his house was like filled with all of the like relics and artifacts of like a custody battle. So he had like every toy in the world and all that stuff. And he really helped me like increase my game and make my game better. And we brought in a couple of our friends.
My DPI's all messed up.
One of our friends.
At least for this game.
Mother.
I'm still trying to figure out how, because I have the DPI button on my my 700S, but I can't seem to figure out how. Like, I have everything set, it just doesn't work. Or I did something wrong and set it up.
And we kind of handed off dungeon mastering, right? To tell the story.
Dude, I hit it, doesn't change.
That was around the time that I became a player. That I just, I just found people to play with.
I wish I could play one of these orcs. These orcs look really cool. Oh, I want that armor. An iconic orc. It's not even a class, it's just a race. Someday we'll get this thing done. You guys are probably like, well, I do that in like 2 minutes. I run through the whole thing, invisible. I've been in here for like 45 minutes, maybe an hour. EOD is like a guild full of misfits. Actually, this is the one guild I actually applied for. All the other guilds I've ever been a part of in the past, I was just there. Somebody asked me if I wanted to be in it, so I was in it. Can't turn my mouse as fast as you. What are we looking for now? The air temple key? I thought that was at the bottom. Oh wait, we gotta find that guy's room and turn off the rune, right? What's that guy's name called? I can't even remember what his name was. I can look it up on the wiki map, I guess. Oh look, Will Wheaton. A Will Wheaton ball.
My friends and I loved playing this game, and it was really my friend Simon who was like
Actually, I think I
a
remember.
weird kid like me, and sort of got out of PE because he had asthma and was reading the monster manual on the playground, and was like, you know, maybe we should do this. And we started getting together to play all the time.
Will Wheaton was definitely a solid choice for a DM. Just gonna gather like every mob up. Oh god. Hey, I found a chest. And about 100 monsters. Good at finding things. Yeah, no problem. It's good to know that there's a mob behind this. Oh, look, my throne. Sweet! Ah, jump right over it. Wait, what's out here? Oh, I got a named rust monster. Hey, temple guy. Ah! When I played Warforged, I refused to fight these things. They would just stun me. I would cry. Salt would just be all over the place. Alright, should be it. Oh, crap. I was actually looking for stuff. Alright. Here. A roan. Let's lead to. Right, but. Ugh. I remember it, but I don't remember. I think this is right. A lot of wine in that room. Let's lead to. I need to go. I thought. Oh, she just. I thought it was around here for some reason. My memory tells me it's. Alright. Just gonna just aggravate that mob and then. Okay. See, I have an okay memory. Somewhat. When I have a good memory when I remember. Ow. Love warlocks. They do so much DPS, like fast DPS. It might not be high numbers, but it's very fast. Let me debuff this dude. Oh, come on, mouse. I like his beard. I wish my character could have a beard like that. I'd beard up. I mean, that is a very manly beard that guy's got. There's a beard that's similar to that in the character creation, but it doesn't have the mustache. Look at that mustache. That whole thing is really come together. Oh no, my circle of life is out. Okay. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh yeah, I gotta change the tire on my truck. All right.
Of the air temple falls to the ground. On the wall above this rune is a small etching in the shape of a key.
Now where to? So I think we have to go. Back. There we go. Sorry.
The air temple key, the winds circling the room, rush faster as the key is taken to the altar.
Oh, this guy caught me on my cooldown. So sad for him. to go up. Aggravate that mob. It reminds me of my dog. I have a Shih Tzu, so, yeah. Actually, my girlfriend's dog. If I had a dog, it'd be like a pit bull or something. I would say that confetti procs more than anything else with this legendary feat. Which is fine by me, that's the only reason I got it. I don't want to be more powerful, I just want confetti shooting out my butt. Ah! Trolls. This reminds me of HGTV. It's like when you open up the front door and there's a wall right there. Chico. Be sure we have to go to the opposite side of this thing. Oh, man, I'm tired. Here we go. I will say one thing about the temple is definitely an adventure, without a doubt. Shrine. She does not like those things. That's the... Oh, here it is.
My favorite class is the classic AD&D wizard class, which is weird because you would expect that a weird, awkward, shy, uncoordinated, nerdy kid like me would have wanted to be a fighter or a barbarian or someone powerful or someone unlike me. And I wanted to be a wizard because wizards needed to be smart, right? Intelligence was a really important part of being a wizard. And intelligence mattered to me. The wizard Fallen floats high above this chamber.
Is he a wizard or is he a druid? I mean, he's got a wolf, so whatever.
You're too late. Using the arcane power of the page.
Brah, 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 brah. I'm the bad guy. Brah, brah, brah. Best debuff ever. I feel like enemies just melt after they get that debuff.
We're just getting started.
And there's so many.
Take care of that.
Oh, that sound. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I guess I'm not really worried about that thing. Let me debuff this guy. I'm gonna have a crushing right now.
Alrin motions wildly, attempting to invoke a complex spell, but he never completes the gesture. His fight is already over.
Let's fight. I need wings.
Falrinth's
She's so
chambers
much
are
faster than
dimly
me.
lit. On a table in the middle of the room, sit a... If Falrinth's journal is to be believed, the demon Zuggitmoy has nearly been freed.
Zuggithmoy. Let's go together. I'm capped. You can go and go. Well, I hope you got enough mushrooms. Oh, I forgot to tell you. I was live streaming this on the DDO stream. Right at the end. Live streaming this on the DDO stream. I forgot to tell you that. It's supposed to be like a disclosure thing. Not really, but you get what I'm saying. We're ribbon people. Ribbon people, ribbon. Well, I guess that's it for today. I'm gonna go work on my truck. That's funny. The whole time I had the wrong hat on. Alright. Yeah, that. Ooh. Going on here, a little bit of snowing. I guess I haven't noticed that because I haven't been on the ship at night. Yeah. It's not sticking though. Oh, anyways. I hate the DPI being so low on this game. I appreciate everybody jumping on the stream and watching. I know I'm a little bit goofy or whatever. But I appreciate it, and everybody. I think there's a stream later on tonight. I can't remember. I'm like all over the place. But I appreciate everybody. Take care. I'll be on my channel tomorrow with 500 turbine points, probably about 1 o'clock or so. So if you want to jump on my channel, it's just Gary782, and hit the follow button, and I'll be on there giving away some points tomorrow during my stream. So I appreciate it, and everybody have a great day.